Welcome to Quilting Days with Janie Faye. I have missed all of you. I hope you're doing well. I took a little break from our challenge. We have been doing the free motion challenge. I was on day 17 and then I was out of town for a week. And during that time, I was quilting. I did do a little bit of videoing while I was there, so I will include some of that in our video today. But I'm excited to get started back into our free motion quilting challenge using the book by RaNae Merrill, Free Motion Mastery in a Month. So I hope that you are having fun with it. And no, I didn't stick to the once a day, every day for 30 days. After about day 17, getting on the road, going out of town, I was ready to free motion quilt. So as you see in the background, I have this leaf quilt that I had pieced and I was just ready to free motion. So I'm going to show y'all that a little bit closer and talk about what I did. Here is the quilt I did. It is actually a free pattern on Fat Quarter Shop's website and it goes together very quickly, and I will share the link to that below in the description. Here I am using spirals to free motion quilt on the leaf quilt, and I have sped this up 5 times faster than what I was actually sewing it, so you could get a feel for how the directions I was moving and all of that. But if you are interested in trying the spiral, just jump in there, get you some fabric to work with, and just go for it. I had so much fun making these spirals. I did want to show you some of the free motion quilting that I did. If you look closely, this looks like just straight lines all the way across. So I did straight lines on the blocks, the 5-inch squares. This was a charm pack with a few added. However, I divided it. So if you see this 9 patch here, okay, I would start in one corner and I would just go back and forth like this. All right, I'm gonna move in. Okay, here you can see it. So I go here and then I go down all the way down. So I tried free motion quilting that without marking any lines and didn't do great. I guess the first one I did was this one here. So you can probably see it more when I turn and show you the back. But that's what I did on the leaf. And then when I got to the background, I did some of the swirl pattern. I'm gonna show this a little closer. I'm showing this part first because this is where I started in this corner, all right? And then I went around this way. I'm showing this closely to kind of give you an idea of how, as I continued with the quilt, now I have already washed this and dried it, and I do all of my quilts that way. I wash and dry them when I finish. And so that's why you do see more of the way it wrinkles up when the batting shrinks a little bit and the fabric. But I feel like as I got to the end over here, the last part where I did the swirls were a little smaller, and I do like that better than, this is where I started. They were a little larger. No one would know that, only the person doing it. But the swirls were so much fun. So just dive in if you've been practicing some of this and go for it. I do want to show you what I did here on the stem. So you can look and see. Zigzags, I would just go across, and this is all free motion. But I think it was what that did for a small quilt like this. It gives it more character. It tells a story. And the story I'm wanting to tell here with the swirls is the wind is blowing. Okay, we picture a leaf with the wind blowing. I used the straight lines thinking of the veins that are in a leaf. If I had to do the straight lines over, all of my straight lines are going this way. I really wish I had done them this way. That might make a little more sense. But that's just analyzing it on a more detailed level. I am gonna show you the back of the quilt. All right, so here is the back of the leaf quilt. Here you can see the straight lines a little better and see how I would turn, and I did it in sections with the straight lines. And I did use gold thread on the front and the back. I am pleased with the way the gold thread turned out. And you can see here the swirls what they look like, and this is the stem, what it looked like. But so what I did here, the width of the fabric was not gonna be wide enough, and so I just added some strips down the back. No, they're not a perfect, everything's not like perfectly sized. I don't want it to all be the same. I like for it to be kind of changed up to give it dimension. I do want to show you a problem I had. I want to reveal that. You may remember in a video where I showed you how I basted this leaf quilt, there was another border. So I had the border there. I did all of the quilting on this quilt, and then for the border, I had a great idea. I used a marking pen, which I must say, I thought it was the marking pen I had already used to make the straight lines. But for some reason, I don't think it was the right pen. And so the pen would not come out. It's a heat erasable pen, and it would not come out. But I do want to show you what I did, and I ended up and had to cut all of my borders off. Here it is. So my idea was on the borders, I was going to write words. And so I had already quilted this, give thanks to the Lord. So this border was like 5 inches. It's 5 inches. So it's pretty large writing, and if you look, I had written it with what I thought was a heat erasable pen, and I must have gotten them messed up because the pen would not come out. And I know sometimes they say it's the fabric, but I tried it on some fabric I had already used, and it would not come out. So I just think I got some pens mixed up. Who knows? I haven't cut the strings. But hey, this was an idea I may use in the future. I was going to write all the way around and just have that as my border. I just wanted to share that so you could see how my quilting days are not always perfect. And I mess up, but the idea is to overcome and adapt. Improvise, overcome, and adapt. And that's what we do in quilting, just like we do that in life. I do want to thank all of you for being patient with me as I took a standstill in the Free Motion Quilting Challenge and ended on day 17. I'm not finished. I'm ready to get back in now. I had a little break, did some free motion quilting. I will tell you, even though I stopped at day 17, I could tell a difference in my free motion quilting. So now I'm about to start day 18, and hopefully we'll be finished in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I hope you'll keep following me and share your progress as we go along. And it's okay if you are just beginning. Start where you are and just get a little better every day. This free motion quilting journey is so much fun. I hope you'll join me. I look forward to seeing you soon as we begin day 18 of our free motion quilting journey.